Good morning, welcome back to the Italian Grand Sketching Tour. Today we are still in Veneto and I'm taking you to see the incredible Ponte di Bassano, and is a bridge in Bassano del Grappa, and it's very famous because of its structure and because of its history. And Bassano del Grappa is a small town in Veneto. And it's famous because here there was the passage of during the First World War. There were a lot. The city was on the border with the mountains where there were the fights. So there were a lot of soldiers passing back and forth, and so this became one city that was supporting the fighting a lot and the soldiers a lot, and also. It's famous for the Alpines, which is a special corps of army that is specialized in fighting in the mountains. And here the Alpines were passing by and passing through a lot during the First World War. And that's one of the reasons why it's called Ponte di Bassano, because during the First War many soldiers were passing through the bridge, but also being so important, of course, this city was bombarded and practically destroyed during the war. And so in 1948, the Alpine Corps rebuilt the bridge. And so I prefer to remember the bridge, calling it the Bridge of the Alpines, because they reconstructed it and not because they were here just to fight. I think it's a good way to think of our forces, of our armies that are there to support and to rebuild and to give strength to the country and not to fight. I hope we will not need this kind of we will not need the soldiers to fight, but I hope they will be always more helping people to get better and to build the future. But second thing that I want to tell you about is about the bridge itself, which is very famous, and the reason is because this was a passage on the Brenta, and there were a lot of areas, and there has always been a bridge here. And until in the 16th century it was completely destroyed by a flood. So the Venetians decided to give the construction of the bridge to their most illustrious architect at the time, that was Andrea Palladio, that we saw in other buildings. And so he decided to take back the idea of the Roman bridges and rebuild it with this completely wooden covered bridge, which is something very unique. And it's so unique that actually, even if it's wood, so it had to be repaired many times, it always followed the same design, because its importance from the architectural point of view was always recognized. And I was there, and actually that's what I love of drawing, that it allows you to see all the details. I mean, when you are there and you see it, it's like, oh, okay, yeah, it's a nice bridge, it's interesting. But then when you start painting it, you realize all the details, all the small things that are part of its design, and you really manage to savor it, to really see the beauty. And that's what I really love of painting, of sketching actually, because that it all starts from there. You don't need to do paintings, you just need to, when you try to make a draw of something you're seeing, automatically your mind is gonna see so many more details, and then you're gonna notice so many more details all the time. And it's something very, very incredible, and it's something that enriches your life so much, because you really see the beauty. It's easy. I mean, I know it can seem something like build up or whatever, but it's like that. You see everything with stupor, with fascination, and everything becomes beautiful because you're just noticing shapes and how things go together, even if it's something that itself is ugly or that is not interesting. You just see it in another way, and it's just a different way of living. So I really think sketching is a way of living so much more deep, and it's something that everybody can do because it's something that doesn't require skill, because it's just you skill and you train the eye to see, and then the hand to draw, but it's not about doing it beautiful. It's about just noticing, and it's just about training the skill of seeing the beauty everywhere. Yeah, I know I'm partial on this side, but if it happens, just do it. Take a pen and draw what's outside your window or whatever, and see how it feels. You will see that if you detach the judge, they probably will see you're not able to draw. If you just are present and you're just present in the moment you're drawing and the moment that you are looking at things and just trying to show the things, and you just allow yourself to make mistakes and to do something ugly in a way, you will see how much richness it can bring to your life. So after this advertising about sketching, I want to thank you about being today here, and thank you for visiting Bassano with me, and I hope to see you tomorrow. Have a great day. Bye!